This is the Grey Area Podcast, talking all things rap and hip-hop from the UK to across the pond. The facts are black and white, but our opinions are somewhere in the middle. We're about the music, not the gossip. Positive more than negative. Quality over quantity. Substance is worth more than clickbait.
Leaders of the new school. What does that mean? What does new school mean? Like a new school rapper being part of the new generation.
Someone who's less than 2 albums deep, in my eyes. Less than 2 albums deep, and for me, this might be a controversial point, but you have to be young. Definitely younger than all of us. Do you know what I mean? You got to be under 24, 25. You got to be a kid. Not like a kid, but you know what I mean? You got to be young.
See, I agree with you on the albums thing. I feel like if you hit 3 albums, you're established. You know what I mean? You're in the game.
Yeah.
You've been about.
Yeah.
But for me, age don't really do it for me. It's more about when was your entry? When was your significant entry into the game?
But I feel the reason why I say age is because if you're 35 years old, you're not going to have just decided to start rapping like 3 years ago. You're going to have been doing it for like 15, 20 years. So you're going to be pretty damn good at it. You know what I mean? Even if you haven't released anything, you're going to be pretty damn good at it. That's why I feel like you have to be like young, fresh. Do you know what I mean? So I can actually track your progression from album 1 to album 2. Do you know what I mean?
Right. No, I see what you mean. Phil, what were you going to say?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, no, because I was leaning towards, because this is the debate that we had. That's why I can't really, if I'm to pick names, I can't really class Griselda as new school at all, because they've been rapping for ages. And I saw an interview of Conway anyway, and he even said from the ages of when they were young, they're all rapping, and they've been rapping for ages. Just because they haven't really been reaching the heights that they are sort of now doesn't mean they've not been rapping for years and practicing their craft to get to the level they are. So I cannot class them as new school at all. So age, even though I don't want it to play a part, does play a bit of a part. They've got to be slightly younger. And yeah, I completely agree with the 2 albums. It's got to be fresh. So
even 2 albums is a stretch for me. I feel like you have to just have dropped 1 within the last year or 2 to be classed as a new school rapper to me. Plus the age thing as well.
I don't even think it's just the age though. Like, what about the sound that they're bringing too? Because if they're coming with a contemporary modern sound, but they're old, I might be considering them as a new school artist, just because
I see where you're going with that.
They're new, they're fresh, they're breaking the boundaries, they're contemporary.
But then that's like when Joey Badass came out. He was bringing that boom bappy sound at first.
Yeah,
he was young, so he's new. Do you see what I'm trying to say?
I see what you're saying. Like, that one's like another extreme. That's the other side of the spectrum. I see that.
It's the opposite of what you're saying. It's literally old guy doing young people stuff. That's why I brought it up.
Yeah.
But I see what you're saying. So maybe the age is a bit much, but that's what my picks are based on.
So we've all kind of got different definitions. So this is going to be great. There's going to be some.
I just wanted to say one other thing was like I was seeing like generations is like 4 or 5 years in music like terms. Like every 4 or 5 years it's like a new set. So I felt like everything from the past 4 or 5 years of like just coming out, breaking through, that kind of stuff was new school for me as well.
I'm willing to disregard singles that were released before that age, not age bracket, that time bracket though. I feel like singles can be a different, do you know what I mean? Singles is dipping your toe in the water and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
I know what you mean about the years thing. I always feel like sort of 2009 to 2014 was kind of like an era. The artists that came out around that time, and that's why age don't really come into it for me, because there's artists from all age groups that just I associate with that time. And then I feel like there was some sort of shift between maybe 2015 to 2017, and then like for me, the new school is kind of 2018 onwards. And as Sam says, no more than 2 significant projects. Like I said, if you got 3. You're well established.
I'm happy to go off singles alone though for some people, because some people have had singles that have, do you know what I mean, gone through the roof.
I agree. Well, Kieran, do you want to start? Like, what's the sort of first name in your sort of top?
Yeah, first name was Tierra Whack, because singles that she's done after Whack World, but also just Whack World's like one of the best projects I've listened to. Visual album. That TD track that Sam shared earlier in the year with Lil Yachty, that's sick. Do you know, by the way, that samples the Teriyaki Boys Tokyo Drift?
Yeah, that's why I fuck with it. That's why I fuck with it so much.
It's mad. And what honestly, watch Beyonce's video to My Power, because she has a moment in that's like crazy. She's looking like a rap queen in that. Sick.
Okay. So can I just quickly ask, does anyone else have Tierra Whack?
Yeah, of course,
No.
of course.
Yeah.
Tierra
Me
Whack's
too.
in mine.
Sam,
Yeah.
so you're always
Sam,
the
you
one
did-
saying
yeah,
it.
No. On second thought, then yeah, she's new school, but I feel like I've had her music for like 2-3 years now, and it's really
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't want to class her as new school because that would mean that she's in the same box as all these other kind of trashy, samey people. She's in her own thing for me. But yeah, no, definitely, she would be in there.
So a couple things for me, and Kieran, you briefly touched upon it. I think I feel like her debut, Whack World, is one of the best entries to the game in recent times.
That's
it was
experimental
like
as
the
fuck,
equivalent
though.
of-
Yeah, it was so. Yeah,
Yeah, it was the equivalent of free samples to me. It was like, here's 15 tracks. I'm going to give you 1 minute. You decide whether you like it in that minute. On to the next one. Bang.
but
I've not seen anyone do that before.
Yeah, that's what I loved
Yeah.
about it. It was great. It was
Yeah, it
different.
was a
wasn't
perfect
And
market.
in a world where everyone complains about how short music is getting, I was like, damn, but this is so good. It made me play
Yeah,
the songs. Like every time I
Yeah.
listen to that Hippo song or whatever it's called, I forgot what it's called.
Yeah.
Hungry
Yeah,
Hip Hop.
I have to rewind it every time because I'm like, that wasn't enough. But thank you. I designed it. I'm like, whoa, relax.
Yeah. It's hard. It's hard. No, she's yeah. I'm glad you came out the gates for that one, Kieran. The only thing for me, and this is not a slight, this is not a negative thing, but were you all expecting a bit more by now? Like, I feel like Whack World was a good entry. 2019, we got a few singles. I thought she's cooking up something. I was expecting another project by now.
You have to let people off for 2020 because that's like still.
Yeah.
No. I was going to say that. Yeah. So, do you think there would have been?
Definitely, she did
another
singles.
project?
She was doing proper like album like singles this year compared to her 2019 singles.
And 2019. Yeah.
No, I don't think they were for albums though. They were just like, let's keep relevant.
Yeah, I don't know.
I completely agree with you. Yeah.
I don't know if I like rushing stuff. You know, I like to let people just when you want. Obviously, if you're a big established artist, then you might get a little bit more time. But I'm willing to wait 2 to 3 years for new projects.
He needs a project this year, basically.
Not even a project.
Yeah,
she just needs to do something that's not a single, if that makes sense.
Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah.
I don't need
even
like
an EP,
8-9
I like an
tracks.
EP.
Yeah, 2-3 tracks.
Yeah.
Little movie with it, maybe
Yeah.
something spicy.
Yeah.
She's got it in her.
She's great, man. She could be something really special. Theo, who you got? Who's one of your picks?
I don't know if you guys have heard of him, but Kota the Friend.
Yeah,
Yeah, you
I've
like
heard
that guy,
of him,
Yeah. So I like some of the stuff that he's been popping off with. I was listening to Spotify and he caught me off guard with one of the tracks that I was listening to. I thought he was good, and he dropped a project last year in 2020, which was decent. I enjoyed it. It was good. Wouldn't say it was standout, but it was definitely good, which was everything. So I enjoyed that. And I think I like the sound of him, and I'm interested to hear more and follow that path because him out of like sort of the new school, I gravitate to. I like what he's doing and like how he's slightly different from the others.
Yeah, do you have a highlight song from him? Because I haven't listened to him.
Right, let me find the.
Why do people do these net worth things on rappers that are obviously up and coming? They said his net worth is $559. That is so hard.
Oh my God.
Why is that? I searched his age and next is like, how much is he worth? I was like, let me see. $559, you know.
It's sad.
If you listen to Alkaline, Kieran, listen to Alkaline. That's what gravitated me towards Kota the Friend. That was a song that I liked.
Okay.
I'll check that.
Okay. One of my picks, I've got someone I've mentioned before, Parsaloo from over here. I've got Parsaloo. That Send Them to Coventry or whatever it's called. Like I said, I don't think it's not a mixtape to me. It's an album. The guy's come out the gates with a real solid body of work.
Yeah.
He's come under a bit of not criticism because he's doing well, but people have said, "Oh, he sounds like Jay Huss. He's too similar."
He can't help his voice though. That's one thing I had to let go of.
Yeah, it's a kind of lazy criticism, I think, because if you listen to the music, the sort of inflections in his voice, the production as well,
he's doing something different.
He's doing something different. Can hear it. Yeah, definitely.
Because look, Jay Huss is clearly an influence, and we know that Jay Huss is a pioneer of the whole Afro swing sound and whatnot.
Yeah.
And let's face it, a lot of rappers, a lot of musicians in this country they have that one Afrobeat song on the album where they tried to make this, you know, the summer single and that, and it's never quite on the level of J Hus. This is the first guy who's like, he's the first J Hus baby that I've heard where I'm like, oh, this guy's got something a bit more special about him.
That's true.
Really go places.
Yeah.
Sticking with the UK stuff, Millions. I'll keep trying to push this guy on you guys. Millions is one of the best. You guys are fucking sleeping on Millions, man. If you ain't heard Billions, that beat. Oi, that beat. Every time I play that song, it gets wheeled up.
Don't you think he's got one of the best flows right now?
I said this, and no one was fucking with me when I said he's one of the best out right now. He's one of the... Listen, I don't really like rappers from up north, Midlands, whatever you want to fucking call it, but he's hard. Him, I thought JK would have been able to do what he's done, but JK, I don't know, he doesn't make any music right now, so, boy.
No, I'm looking forward to a Millions project. I'm not mad at that.
I don't need a project. Do you know what I need? I want him to just drop singles every 3-4 months. Just drop singles. Because I don't think these Jaw Man can make good albums without someone else's help, and he won't get that help.
Anyway, Kieran, have you got someone else to mention? A number 2?
Honestly, because he died, I was thinking not to include it, but I mean, it's kind of still counts. I feel like he'll still be one of the best when like the next 2 years pass. Pop Smoke. I mean, it's deep. Like, yeah, he died and his album's posthumous, but I think it was still one of the best albums of the year. And
Pop
the
Smoke
singles
was
crazy.
so good at chatting shit that made no sense, but because his voice and his delivery was on point, I was with it. I don't know how man can say Billie Jean, Michael Mary. I don't know. He's just talking shit, but it sounds good. And the fact he's dead is very upsetting to me.
It is. And the thing is with drill music, it's not commercial at all. Like it kind of is like watered down music, but it's not for like radios at all because of what they're saying. But I don't know why Pop Smoke just got on, because he was such a high caliber that it was like allowed on radio.
He literally had the gods aligned for him. Yeah, he had the New York accent, the deep voice, and he could compose a song that spoke to everybody's soul on some level.
Honestly, like it's a mad statement, but I feel like he could have been like the modern day Biggie. I'm not even joking when I say that.
I feel you on that.
Like, he was like hitting crazy levels of commercial.
Yeah.
And like everyone was loving it. I used to hate drill before I heard Pop Smoke.
See, I've always liked drill. I feel Sean will agree with me. Me and Sean have been aware of, and I've liked drill since about 2013, maybe 2012.
Wow.
Chicago drill, innit? What's his name? Chief Keef. Everybody has.
Chief Keef. We did.
Sorry, I just started thinking 6-7. I was like, was 6-7 around in 2012?
No, they came in 2014, 2015.
Yeah.
And the other one, what that man called? Section Boys.
Section Boys, yeah.
Shout out to Section / Smoke Boys. Trademark your shit, people.
Pop Smoke had an aura about him. I felt a charisma, and he was a talented guy in different aspects. I saw some clips of him acting as well.
Yeah, he was meant to play 50 Cent in some kind of biopic or something.
Yeah. Crazy. So that's a sad one as well. Rest in peace.
Yeah, I feel you on the Pop Smoke one. Theo?
Yeah.
Who else did I put down? I mean, Pastor Lou was a great one, Sean, because he was on my list as well, because honestly, he's going to be great. Stove God. Man, that guy is just... I'm sorry, that project was unbelievable. So, and I'm going to carry on listening to that for the foreseeable future, and I just look forward to what he's got to bring out next, because that project was just unbelievable. Guy is just... What he was, it's just, he's just next level, man.
He says the maddest stuff.
He comes out with
oh my God.
Jeez. He comes out with some big time lines, and I can't believe the one I had in my head has just slipped my head now, and I can't think of what it is, but it just catches me off guard.
He says, and I'm sorry for all the religious people, but he says something like, was it, sold a brick out the church parking lot, hallelujah. I was like, oh my God, this guy's terrible. I was like, no, you can't say that. Man.
Are we classing the Aaron Cook stuff as him still or no?
That was his old name, right?
Yeah.
And then he went by
okay, but then by that degree, then MF Doom has been a new school rapper like 5 times.
But has Aaron Cook's got projects though? Has he got singles?
I don't fucking know. I'm here researching this shit as I'm looking at it. But let's just say it's
Yeah.
new school. I'm trying to do a Sean thing. I'm trying to.
Yeah, you're trying to.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, you're trying to.
Back out my coma.
Okay.
Yeah, Stone God is that guy could go place. He's yeah, so original, man. So original. Like I said, he just says some crazy stuff. His voice, his delivery, yeah. Everyone's just got to listen to him straight away. Do you know what I mean? After this, straight away, put it on.
Will do.
You nicked mine, Theo. You nicked mine.
What? Which one?
That is Stove God.
Oh, Stove God. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, my next ones are they were more honourable mentions. The person I'll say next is another one from over here who I really like and I think could do some great things. Is Unknown T.
Homerton B.
He's got one of the best voices I've heard in years.
Yeah, you got to be a little bit unwell. Him and Dutchavelli, you have to sound a little bit unwell to be a good rapper.
But yeah, Unknown T. He actually his single is it Dead Dead? Yeah, Dead Dead. That was my most played song on Spotify last year. I love that song.
Rise up the thing and blow.
Yeah, it was a mad mix between. It had like that grimy, skippy flow and the visuals as well on the video. They had the grime sort of feeling, but it was drill through and through. But like that sort of mellow, low key drill, and the beat kind of progresses as it goes on. The other singles that led up to the album as well, or the mixtape, whatever it was, were really solid as well. I just feel like, and this is again, it's not really a criticism. It's just something I feel about a lot of UK rappers. Is it feels like with their albums, they got to try and cater to different audiences and different sounds in a way. I'd like to hear like a consistent drill album from him, but that sort of low key sound as well. That kind of, do you get what I mean? It feels like a lot of albums over here, they've got to do the kind of the summer Afro Swings vibe track. They got to do the drill track. They got to mix it up. I want to hear a more consistent body of work. But he's another one that I really like, man. Unknown T.
My other ones are kind of weird choices. I'm not gonna lie, but because they're a bit older. But like the thing is, I wrote down Travis Scott to be honest, because I feel like he is actually the sound of the new school. I know he's an older, but he is actually the new school sound, and he is actually the king of the new school as well. He's just a little bit more grown than them, but he is. I swear he's our age. Well, not Theo's age, but.
This guy's name is Sada Baby, Sadababy.
Oh, yeah. Detroit rapper.
Yeah, I couldn't remember his name for the life of me, but I heard one of his songs about a year or two ago. It was good. But yeah, I couldn't remember his name for the life of me. Sorry to cut you off, Kieran. I had to do it. I remembered I saw him in some like celebrity basketball video. I was like, I have to go find it and find his name again.
What song did you hear?
I can't remember. That's the problem. That's why I had to go research it. This is my new school pick, man. He's gonna bust through this year, you know. Give me some fucking time. Give him some time. Let him do his thing. I don't fucking know. He's gonna do his thing.
He's been doing well though, Sada Baby. He had a good year last year.
You're the guy that knows all the people, man. I don't know all the people.
Yeah, he dropped a few projects last year, I think.
Shit, yeah, he's dropped a
lot.
But
no, Travis.
Sam, I was gonna ask Sam because he wasn't really tapped in, but you know Travis, even though he's not like a new rapper, don't you say like he's the new sound, isn't he? He's like the new school sound. And I feel like he's the king of that.
Yeah, he's the staple. It goes for me. It will go. There was Kanye, then there was a weird kind of in between period. Then there was Drake. Now it's Travis.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, no. Let me not lie. It was Kanye. Then it was Cudi, but Cudi went pop-ish. But he didn't really go pop-ish. His music just went into the pop realm. Then it was Drake. Now it's Travis. Yeah, this is the birth of a Travis generation where people are feeling free to make their own music.
Yeah. No, I know. I completely get what you mean, Kieran. I would kind of put Travis in the sort of generation before. You know, he came out sort of 2015. He's 3 albums deep. He's very much established. But yeah, you're right. His sound is very influential, and I feel like a lot of up and comers are kind of, you know, products of him. That makes sense.
His debut, if we're classing Birds in the Trap Sing Brian McKnight as his debut, that's a strong debut for me.
I think
It's Rodeo,
Days
isn't
isn't Rodeo.
I thought it was
Is
Rodeo.
Rodeo classed as an album, or was it one of those things where
Yeah,
it just
No,
okay.
Rodeo's definitely an album.
Is it?
Yeah.
Why did they say
Yeah.
this was his debut then when it came out? Why did they do that?
Oh, do you know how they say that Good Kid, Mad City's Kendrick's debut though?
That's what I'm saying. Why do they say these
Yeah, I
things?
know it's dumb.
Why
yeah,
did
no, it's-
why
yeah,
do they
it's
say that?
dumb.
Because it confuses the fuck out of me, man.
It's because, but the difference with the Kendrick one was Section 80 was classed as independent, and Good Kid, Mad City was the
Section
studio
8
album.
is
It was
a
major
timeless
label.
album. You can play that in 30 years,
Yeah.
it's still gonna bump.
Yeah, but I still feel like Good Kid, Mad City is the debut personally. But,
Nah, the quality of Section 80 for me.
yeah, but that's like that. It's like there's a lot of mixtapes. It wasn't a mixtape; it was an independent album. But there's a lot of mixtapes, especially. I feel like last decade there was a shift in what a mixtape was, like the definition of it. It very much changed from what it was in the 2000s. And there's a lot of mixtapes that were album quality, album worthy.
But this is the thing. Everything goes on streaming now, so you might as well not call it. I think we should just call everything a project and let it be whatever the fuck it is.
That's what I think as well. That's what I think.
Yeah,
Because you don't get mixtapes like you used to.
Nah,
Sorry.
No, not anymore.
mixtapes used to be a different vibe because you could use someone else's beats. Like Lil Wayne
Yeah,
is struggling out here because he can't put half of his best songs on iTunes because it's other people's beats, other people's songs.
That's very true.
Yeah.
Sorry for the
Yeah.
wait. 1, 2, 3, and 4 bangers. Nowhere on streaming
Yeah,
because none of those
The
beats are
Drought
his.
2 as well. The Drought 2 and 3 and
Yeah.
all sorts, man. Okay, Theo, have you got any sort of last picks or anything like that?
No, I think they've all been taken, you know. And
Okay.
I don't know. This one's a bit controversial because I don't know if I contradicted myself by saying Boldy James.
Is he new school?
No, Boldy's been around for time. Boldy's
Yeah,
first
exactly.
album was 2013. Yeah.
There you go. That's what I'm saying. So yeah, I can't really put it down. So I've had Coat with a Friend, Tierra Whack, and Stoker. Cook Stoker were my other three. So
I feel like Boldy James is new to us. You know what I mean? He's not new to the game.
Yeah, Boldy James.
yeah.
2020 was his breakout year. It was like he really
Yeah.
sort of pushed through. You know, he ended 2019 strong with the EP with Alchemist, and then he released 4 albums last year.
But that's like pent up aggression, you know what I mean? As in like, cool, I've got it now, let me run with it type thing, which isn't
Yeah.
a bad move. And that song Scrape the Bowl is so haunting.
Yeah, I didn't talk about that enough actually when we were discussing our favourite albums. But Boldy James, I'll speak to the Price of Tea in China only. He reminded me on that album of Prodigy in the sense that not like he sounded like Prodigy, but Prodigy to me is like he was the best at conveying pain and like emotion and whatnot, and that's because he's suffered. He was in pain, physical pain for a lot of his life. There was just something very, what's the word? Is it visceral? About his rapping, like it was vivid. Do you know what I mean? It was
Got
vivid.
you. Yeah.
And Boldy did that for me on that album. Like, I felt like I was in Detroit, nighttime, raining, on the corner. Like it really it put me in a zone. Yeah, so I'm not mad at you saying Boldy though, because it was a breakthrough.
Why am I not seeing this on his wiki page? All I'm seeing is Boldface, the art rock. Oh, here it is. Okay. It's classed as a studio album. My bad.
But I've listened to Boldy's other 2 projects though. They're good though. They are really, really good.
Yeah, I just didn't sit with them enough. I think is it Manger on? Oh, I can't remember what it's called.
One's
I
called
need
My
to
First
find that.
Chemistry Set.
No, I need to
That was
find the
the
others.
debut, yeah.
Because what was it? Because I was listening to it today actually. Where were you? Yeah, Real Bad Boldy is a good project.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
really enjoyed
Good
that.
album. Yeah, no, you're right. The only other name I've got in my mind that was a sort of honourable mention for me, and I'll be honest, it's a little bit biased because it's connection to Kendrick. And it's kind of heavy based on
Keeve,
my
it's
side.
Baby Keeve. Yeah.
I knew you were going to come
Baby
out with
Keeve.
this, man.
No,
I
for
knew
me,
you-
I'm
that song,
there with him.
Hooligans.
I'm there with him. I'm there with you,
Hooligans is
Essential.
different.
Hooligans and
different
that Orange
song.
Soda song slap.
Yeah.
He's onto
He's,
something, man. Even if Kendrick's ghostwriting for him, he's onto something.
They're cousins, isn't it? I think.
Yeah, they are cousins. Yeah.
They're cousins, yeah.
Shout out to Baby Keeve. Shout out to all
Because
the
when I was
babies.
reading that interview and Kendrick was talking about him when he said something like when you were 13, I'm like, what the fuck? How did he know him when he was 13? Like, how long has he been around for? And then I read a bit more and they said they were cousins. But yeah, I'll be honest, it's a biased one and it's based on one song basically, 1 or 2 songs.
He's got projects.
But
He's
it's
been
all-
releasing projects since 2018. I didn't even know this.
Yeah, he's got a couple
All I've
projects,
really
but,
listened to is Orange Soda and Hooligans, And I feel like he's going to release a project because of how he's done the artwork for 2 of them. I didn't realize this, but it's like a color shade thing. So maybe he's gearing up to a project.
Yeah, he's got the aesthetics as well. I like the artworks and the videos and all that. So
that
would be my sort of final name.
Yeah,
to sit with him more.
Baby Keem can get into that list because he's definitely going to do something. He's not going to disappoint.
Yeah.
I feel like that's impossible.
Yeah, something a bit different there. So in terms of the people that we've discussed, who do we think is going to go furthest in terms of mainstream appeal? Like, sales numbers, just presence and cultural impact and whatnot. Who's going to be the...
Parsaloo, 100,000% Parsaloo.
Yeah.
If he doesn't fuck it up in a different way, no one can stop him.
Well, guess what? I just saw he's just won the BBC award, Parsaloo.
Yep.
Yeah, I just watched there's a performance that just came up when I typed his name in. I need to watch that.
Yeah, Sound of 2021.
Yeah, he's definitely going to go places, man. That guy's talented. So he's
unfortunately, Unknown T won't. I feel like because he's very one-dimensional, and his first project was a bit of a. Do you know what I mean? It had like some really, really good songs on it, but it also had a lot of dead spots in it. So he kind of screwed himself over with that.
Yeah, Parsaloo, I agree. I think, especially after the news today. I mean, I woke up this morning and someone in the house had BBC News on in the background, and I could hear his music playing on the news. I'm like, what? What's he doing? And then I saw about an hour later, he's won.
He's got a song on GTA as well, which gives you kind of an indication of who and where his music is being played. Yeah. People are hearing it a lot more now.
That's crazy.
Do you know what else? He's appearing in different places as well. Like NME like him. He's on this publication. That
Virgil
publication.
Abloh uses his music used his music for a runway or something.
Pitchfork rated the album, and you know what that's like. As soon as you get a good rating off Pitchfork, you go places. So, yeah, man, I'm pleased for him though, because I've kind of been following him all year. I stumbled across that My Family with
that's a good song. That's a good song.
Yeah, I stumbled across that and then just been following him since.
I think Parsaloo has the potential to make that kind of anthemic pop music where it's still true to him, but it goes outside of our area because it's gonna have that catchy hook and then that first verse that will catch you that people will be able to quote. I feel like he's very smart with what he's doing. Yeah. What about Tierra Whack?
Yeah, no. Defo. No, what are you saying?
Artistic, but not critically acclaimed. Artistic, 100%, but not critically acclaimed. She won't get the love she deserves.
But wait, hang on. So, do you think she's going to be mainstream or not?
No.
Because Kieran, you said yes, didn't you?
I definitely think she'll be mainstream.
Nah.
What about that TD song? That TV song's got commercial appeal.
That song's hard though. And that's different.
She was just on a Beyonce song. She's on Beyonce's movie.
This is what I'm thinking is like, because I said earlier I was like, when I said about were we expecting more by now, but then I'm seeing her she's on that Apple advert, I think. She's a Beyonce video. She seems like she's making movements behind the scenes, and maybe she's gearing up to something bigger.
Or maybe she's just collecting checks, man. There's nothing wrong with collecting checks and just letting that be your bread and butter, man.
Oh yeah, not behind the scenes. Sorry, I mean like low key stuff. So like, there's definitely. I'm sure there's an Apple advert with her. It's got two of the singles that came out last year. People might listen to that and not know who that is, but that's still a big deal.
People do Shazam stuff off the TV though quite a lot and find artists that way or find a song that way. Yeah. It's very easy to go viral with songs like this or songs that play in adverts. Sorry.
The thing with Tierra Whack is, I feel like artistically she's one of the most unique artists that have come out in the past decade, really. Like in rap anyway. Wow. But the thing is, like, she can be critically acclaimed, perhaps, but I think she'll stand out.
But that's not what people get rewarded for nowadays.
No, but think about like some of the tunes on Whack World. Some of the tunes are actually bangers. And I feel like if they fleshed out, they would actually be successful, like on a commercial basis.
Do you think it's because she can't do it? That's why she doesn't.
No, that was one thought I had once actually.
See, the reason why I would, if we were comparing Parsaloo and Tierra Whack right now, the reason why I would put my money on Parsaloo is he's got momentum. Whereas Tierra Whack is like, as we said earlier, we kind of it's kind of like this year we kind of need that project. Otherwise, is she still going to be as relevant as she is now? I mean, she's not, she's not a super huge name as it is, but like you said, 2019 was kind of like, let me just put some music out to stay relevant. 2020 might have been the year had COVID not happened. So it's kind of like, in a way, not that we need it, we're going to like her music, whatever. But I'm saying to get to that mainstream level.
Yeah, you feel like she definitely has to drop something this year to keep that momentum going.
And don't get me wrong, if she doesn't go mainstream, it doesn't matter. We don't care so much about that. It's about the music for us. But I mean, that's probably a good segue to come on to who is going to be out of those names, the more critically acclaimed artistic of the bunch. They might not ever be on radio, they might not ever be a household name, but they're going to consistently make top music throughout their career.
Baby Keem, because he's got Kendrick to check his music for him.
Maybe Boldy James. I feel like he's got some good music.
I think we have to agree that some rappers, he's not past his prime, but he's so old. I feel like he's not ever gonna. Is
he old?
Well, he's 30 or something. When you're younger and you're new school, you need a generation of people behind you so that when their spending power goes up, they buy your tickets, they buy your merch. That's what Travis Scott did. Travis Scott grew up with our generation. That's how he's so rich now. Kanye grew up with that generation. Drake grew up with part of our generation, part of the younger generation. But he keeps bringing back in new fans at that younger age. And I don't think Boldy James is appealing to that younger age. And basically, old farts like me and you. And
that's fair enough.
We're not going to go out and buy his shit unless it's really unique and that cost him a lot of money.
But like the Pitchfork, do you know what I mean? Like people like that might just like it because they like that stuff.
I mean, he don't get rave reviews in Pitchfork. He got I think he got a couple 8s this year, which is good, but no like best new album and stuff like that.
8s used to mean that your album was amazing,
8 is good though.
Yeah,
but this is the thing. Everything's so hyper thing now. It's either you get a really low score or a middle of the road score, and they're giving out 10s to stuff that's been out for like a week. And obviously they get to listen to it early, but why are you giving that a 10?
You've got to sit with something to give something a 10. That is ridiculous. You can't give something a 10 unless you've sat with it for a long time. You can't just start throwing away 10s like that, man. 10 is like ultimate.
10 is like everybody should hear this.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
We're talking Michael Jackson level.
Yeah, that's what I mean. 10 is like Thriller. 10 is Thriller, literally. Where it has to be.
Everybody should hear this album because it will change your life and you will like at least half of it. That's what 10 is.
Exactly.
I mean, that being said,
I've got my reservations about them, but that's another conversation. Sorry, Sam, what were you going to say?
That being said, how long do you think their music will last? As in these new school people, do you think these people are making music for longevity, or do you think they're making music for now? Boldy James aside, because he's making music that's technically timeless because it's a throwback to something else.
Yeah, it's a hard one. That's a difficult question. It's hard to tell.
To give an example, Drake hasn't tried to make timeless music in a while, but I feel like with Certified Lover Boy, he is trying to make another Take Care type of vibe, which is going to be timeless.
But you can see it with all the stuff that Drake's trying to do, though. Don't you think that like Scorpion was obviously like it didn't land as well because obviously we know what happened prior before that, so it didn't give him the.
Scorpion was never going to be good, and Dark Lane Tapes was never going to be good either. That album was never going to be good.
That was so trash. Oh God.
Drake likes to have like a solid album and a run and a movement behind it, and Scorpion was never going to give him that because of what happened before, and it was like he tried to address it, and it was never going to work that way. But Certified Lover
No, sorry, go on.
No, I'm saying, but Certified Lover Boy, it feels like he's trying to build momentum with this, and this will be like a moment to last throughout the whole year and keep that run sort of going. Something similar to what The Weeknd's done with After Hours.
Yeah. I agree with you about that. But I would argue that Drake, what happened with Scorpion has happened now for at least 4 projects. I feel like since starting with Views, Drake has gone for, it's almost like he's playing the streaming game. Do you know what I mean? It's almost like the albums are playlists, and he's got the Afrobeat song, he's got the the sort of reggaeton dance or whatever. He's got the rap records. He's got, do you know what I mean? He's got the pop record. He's got the different sounds for everyone. Scorpion was a double album. Do you think that was an artistic thing, or let's try and get as many songs on Spotify as possible to get those?
They're not good albums.
None of the songs are good. The thing is though, with every Drake project, don't lie to yourself and say there wasn't at least one that you was really rocking with heavy.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah,
but it's difficult right now because where I've heard him rap at a high level on songs like Omerta and what's the other one? Diplomatic Community.
Diplomatic.
Where is that? Give me an album of that and you're gonna be the best rapper forever. For me. I don't care how many men were in the room writing it with you.
That's what I'm saying. If you had a couple with Diplomatic Community, oh my God, like the way he raps on that is just, I'm sorry.
You know what's worse? That showed me, that Drake's fan base is deaf. Because why did God's Plan overshadow that?
Yeah.
Exactly, it's true.
God's Plan was so bad. So bad.
No, it wasn't that bad.
No,
it wasn't that bad.
In comparison.
It was okay.
That's why Macklemore deserves his Grammy, because of shit like that.
That's actually true.
Shit like that makes me think half of what happens is fine, because that's what if this is what the people like, then I'm clearly the one that's wrong, you know?
But Theo, just to quickly say, do you think you're going to get Diplomatic Community with that hairstyle that you just showed off?
With his hairstyle.
No. He's on something else. He's on something else, man. I don't know what it is.
He's got to be
in it.
I feel like that's a serious move, though. Like, obviously, that's not his hair, but that's gonna be popping up in a video soon. He was shooting a video or something.
Looks like a member of Westlife.
No, and that's why I'm trying to say he's trying to do what like the Weeknd's done with After Hours. Create that sort of persona and like, look, certified lover boy. It's why he's done it with the hairstyle. Made that sort of same thing that the Weeknd's done so well, and to do it for the whole year, I think Drake's trying to do the same thing.
I don't think. Do you know what's weird? Yeah, Drake started out as an actor, but I find him to be a terrible actor.
Yeah, that's
every
true.
time he starts acting, I'm like, this is bad. Like, this is really bad. Like, Tyler the Creator's a better actor than him, but that's because Tyler actually believes he is said character when he is that character.
Yeah, I feel what you mean.
Drake is good at like personas though, because he even displays that acting skill in his songs. He's often like acting as something he's not.
He's a good performer. I'll give you that one, Kira. Definitely, he performs his lyrics. He doesn't ever just half-ass it. But if he's gonna give us a whole album worth of singing, it's gonna really upset me because I don't want that.
Of the singing stuff.
Nah.
That's about the scene, innit?
And I don't want to upset Sean, but what if he says them weird stalker bars like he said in the other project?
No.
I should hide you where no one can find you and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah, I mean, Certified Lover Boy alludes to that, to be honest.
It alludes to a lot of that. It alludes to a lot of what I don't want. But it could be a surprise.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I feel like the thing is with Drake right now, he's in a weird transition period.
Really?
Yeah, he is.
I think he's in an. I want his career to end now. To be honest, I'm not even like. I think I'm.
I mean, that's a bit.
Honestly, like I've heard enough, Drake.
I feel what you're saying, but at the same time, that's a big statement, man.
It's facts, though. Like he's given me enough albums and enough features to just be calm.
I feel like he's giving us too much. You know,
how
many rappers you know have 6 albums out?
Yeah,
close to 7, nearly.
I think he's at a potential turning point where it could be the beginning of the end. And I don't mean like he's going to completely flop. I just mean, you know what you were saying about how Travis is the leader of the new school in a sense.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And this is kind of like the era of Travis. It's like this could now be especially with Utopia, this could now be the sort of shift in the paradigm. Like I feel like Drake is, like, there's no two ways about it. Drake is still number one. But it could turn into like now for the next 5 years, Drake is not number one. It kind of happened with Kendrick that year with Damn and that, and Kendrick was the biggest thing. It could happen consistently. Do you know what I mean? It depends. And Theo, you're right. This album, there's a feeling that maybe it's something a bit more than the last 3 or 4 projects, or however many it is since. If you're reading this, but
the thing is with Drake though, the reason why his streams go up so high is because there's loads of people that are aware who he is and will just, oh yeah, new Drake, I'll have a listen. How much of those people are retained each time? I'm not too sure about.
Yeah.
Whereas other people's streams go up, like Kendrick's went up because it's like, damn, this is a good album. Excuse the pun, but this is a good album, and the people are playing it like 9-10 times, but it's a lesser fan base.
No one was banging out Dark Lane demo tapes like that. Let's be real.
People were apparently. People were.
No,
I feel like people were, man.
No, nah. Like it's got low streams for a Drake album as well.
Yeah, it has got low streams. That is very true.
It just felt messy.
Well, he was. It was a bit like that Care Package thing where he just put out a load of songs that are, the Lucy's that have been released. It's kind of just like filler. Just get a bit of money in.
The Care Package was a good choice, though. That was a good choice.
That was actually needed.
Yeah, those songs were definitely on the iPod Classic back in the day. 2009, 2010 times, those songs were there.
No, it's clever. It's clever. Man, how did we get to Drake from talking about the new school? So this is what, say what you want about Drake, but he is, you can't get away from him. You can't get away from him.
One thing though,
that's not always a bad thing.
With the new school people, right? Do you feel like the new school rap is gonna progress to a new place, or is it gonna stay like? Will out of Dispatcher people, will there be like a next person that's gonna do something completely new?
The thing is, like, drill took over, right? But I don't know if it's going to continue and stay, like how trap took over and stayed.
What comes out of drill, though? Do you know what I mean? Like, I know what defines drill as being drill, but like, there's nothing that you can take out of drill that makes something unique. Do you know what I mean? The flows will get boring after a while.
Yeah, it is boring.
I know something I would like to come out of drill, but not so much that it definitely will. But I like the more lo-fi sound. Like I said about that Unknown T single, and a couple of other artists do it as well, where it's just a bit, the beats are a bit more, they're sparse and progressive and things like that, rather than just being a kind of slapper the whole way through doing the same thing. I'd like that to happen, but I don't know if drill progresses really. I think drill maybe just has its time and then something else comes along. But what that is, I don't know. There isn't any new artist at the minute. I don't know if I said this to you, Theo, before separately, but there isn't a new, as much as I like a lot of these people that we're talking about, there isn't a new artist at the minute that is really like, just, I'm obsessed about, and that I think is going to just completely take over and be, and create this new sound, like a Travis or like a Drake, or, you know what I mean? I don't know if there's going to be, if there is someone like that.
That's why I'm asking.
Could be wrong.
That's why I'm asking.
Yeah,
I don't know if that's there for me.
Yeah.
I know there's people that I'm really enjoying right now, but there's no one I'm like, do you know what I mean?
Do you know what it is? I feel like we're in like a weird, like almost like a halfway point. Like Travis's generation hasn't totally finished yet. Like we're still waiting for Travis to completely take over, like Sean said, from like Drake's spot and stuff like that. So it's like we are still waiting for what's next, because Travis is still the next up kind of artist. He hasn't won a Grammy yet, has he?
Nah. Travis got a Drake feature, and it's the first time that Drake's features on a song where the artist is technically bigger than him, if that makes any sense.
Yeah, I think I get what you mean.
Sicko Mode is better because of Travis Scott for me. You could take Drake out of it. You could take Drake's verses out, and I'm still...
Travis makes a song for me, man. Travis makes a song big time.
Even though Drake has the quotables from that song, Travis is doing a lot more.
Yeah, you can take Drake out of that song, I'm sorry. Definitely.
Yeah, that was the moment.
Yeah. But do you feel like it's the moment now because we've experienced it and whatnot, and we can, there's been time and we can say that Travis was the guy on the song. But do you think had Drake not been on there at all, that song would have been as big?
100%. 100%. Because franchise is big, and who's on that? Young Thug and MIA. MIA is not really relevant, even though she's a big artist, and Young Thug is below Travis, so it's him. He is the magic.
The thing is, though, Travis definitely grew because of Sicko Mode, and like I think because of that Drake like massive co-sign, because like Butterfly Effect came out before. It was obviously Travis's best song at that moment when it came out. I feel like anyway, but Highest in the Room was more successful, which is essentially like the same song, but not as good in my opinion.
Do you think you'll have another Drake feature on this album then to lift it?
I wouldn't complain, but I don't think he needs it now, because like Drake pushed him to that stage that he doesn't need any more help.
But the vision for the album was bigger than than a Drake feature could have ever made it. Do you know what I mean? With the whole
That's true.
Astro World thing and I don't know if you guys watched that documentary on Netflix a while ago.
That was sick.
Oh no, I've not seen it.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
But that's what
Yeah.
made me say, like, I don't feel like the Drake effect works with Travis because Travis already had a very secure fan base.
Yeah, definitely secure, but I still think that Sicko Mode was kind of the beginning of the potential shift. I feel like, I mean, that year, if you look at the numbers, Drake was still the highest selling artist that year, and then Astro World was second. I feel like, yes, franchise is huge and whatnot without Drake, but we had Astro World before that. Do you get what I mean? I feel like that 2018 was a huge year for Travis, and now this year could potentially be the one where he
But
is.
also,
top dog.
he did get a Jenner pregnant, so that kind of, you know what I mean?
I mean, I was going to bring this up. I'm not going to lie. I was going to bring this up because it puts him more in the limelight. In the fact that he was with Kylie. I'm sorry.
That puts him in front of people
yeah.
that would have never heard of Travis ever.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Because that does, yeah.
Dating one of them and getting one of them pregnant is a completely different thing because now you're the dad of a Jenner Kardashian baby. You know what I mean? That's a serious move.
Yeah. It definitely has some some clout attached to it.
Well, he's never going to go broke. That's for
Get
sure.
involved with that family. No.
Never going broke.
But no, let's see. I mean, like I said, these artists that we discussed today, all very excited, making good music and that. But maybe one of them will have a bigger impact than we think. Maybe.
It's hard to tell right now.
My big prediction is the same as Sean's. Baby Keem.
Yeah. Oh, really?
Yeah, he's got, like I said, Kendrick's listening to his shit, man. That means something.
Yeah.
Isn't
He's got the
Kendrick
cosign.
biased though? Like, isn't that just biased to his cousin? If Baby Keem wasn't his cousin, I don't know if Kendrick would have co-signed him like that.
Yeah.
You man
I
are
mean,
hated.
I don't know. I don't
Facts.
know. I mean, yeah, I'm just being honest. I have to admit it's a bit of bias, but it's a big year for Kendrick though as well. Really.
Yeah,
Well, it was meant to be
think-
last year, wasn't it? Glastonbury, all that shit.
Yeah, I feel like if Kendrick, it's not going to hurt him at all. I think if he drops, he's selling at least 700,000 first week, easy. You know, he's going to be huge. But yeah, it's just what is he gonna do? Is it
any
gonna be
Kendrick album's going to go platinum now. That's a given.
Instant.
Yeah, it's just what he does. It's like I was joking a little bit before about the whole rock thing. I actually think Kendrick could do pretty
Yeah,
much
of
anything.
course. I think he'd be sick in rock.
Yeah, same. I do think that if he goes down that route, it could work. But I also don't think that all these rumors about it being rock mean it's going to be like a full on, you know.
No, just influenced or like inspired.
Yeah, you'll get a few guitar licks in there. He
Well,
might do a little bit of the singing,
yeah.
but I don't think he's not going to go full on Prince or anything like that.
Honestly, like I'm
Might be
expecting
Triple
like
X, though.
Triple X, yeah, because he was inspired by 17. That's true.
Yeah.
I think it's
That's a
going to be
good
like a
point.
lot of progressions in the music and just like modulations, because that's what rock is defined by.
It's weird, isn't it? It's like, it's just this whole pandemic situation. You just think, are we even going to get a lot of this music still?
It has to
This
come
keeps
out
going on.
eventually.
It has to, exactly.
It
Yeah.
has to come out eventually.
They can't
Yeah.
like pause their lives and their
No,
careers.
exactly. They have to do something.
No.
It has to.
But it's just when you are Kendrick, when you are Cole, the big draw is the tour, isn't it? It's the arena tour and whatnot. And
Look, the problem is like it's like the RTJ album. It's like if we could have gone to gigs and gone out and heard songs on radio and things like that, then it wouldn't have just been like a party in your room on the first listen, and then you can't just repeat that experience. Like Kendrick might release like a crazy live album. You listen to it, you're excited, but it might not bang like that when you
Yeah.
follow up because you're not getting the outside world experience.
yeah, it's definitely elevated by like going to a club or seeing it live or festival, whatever. Yeah, man.
We'll have to see.
I just hope we get something. We could get Drake, Kendrick, Cole all in one year.
That'd
I
be
don't
sick.
think that's never happened before as well.
Is it not?
No, I don't think it has. Because I was looking into this. I don't think Drake, Cole, and Kendrick have ever dropped in the same year.
It depends though.
There's enough space
It
for it
depends what you
though,
mean.
because Drake's dropped early.
Hold on,
It doesn't really
Theo.
matter
What-
when Cole drops because no one's
Yeah.
listening to that. And
2010 and 11 they did.
What about 11? Yeah, I was about to say. What
that's
about
different.
2010
They
or
weren't
11?
really competing then.
Yeah,
they
they
were more
were.
buddy
True.
buddy.
You can't really,
Yeah,
can't really
yeah,
count that.
yeah, fair.
I was about to say that you can't count that.
Yeah. Okay.
See, the last thing I was going to say, and I think I can't remember if I spoke to you about this, but I don't know whether it reflects the sort of the talent and the skill of the artist now, or whether it's just when we were younger, we were just, we were kids, we were more into it. But I'm not excited as I was like 2010, 2011 times when Kendrick was coming through, Cole, Crit, you had Tyler, you had all sorts from all different angles. It doesn't feel like it's that rich and dense at the minute.
Because there's a lot of samey stuff going on. Everybody's doing the same stuff. Like back then, Cole was doing one thing, Drake was doing another thing, Kendrick had his own thing going on. It was all different. Now everybody's just trying to make the same type of song on a different beat, basically.
Yeah, it just felt like there was a real abundance of not just talent, but different artists as well. Like you had in the same sort of time, you had, like I said, you had your Drakes, your Kendricks, your Coles, but you had Danny Brown, you had Action Bronson, you had Tyler, you had. You know what I mean? It was all sorts going on. Mac Miller, Childish Gambino,
This is what I was trying to say, though. Like, I feel like we haven't totally lived out those generations yet. And we're still going through the waves of them until we get, like, the next phase.
Yeah. No, I think very true. Yeah, you've hit the nail on the head. Definitely.